My name is Julian Stark. I am 18 years old and I go to Boca Raton Community High School. I am currently enlisted in a Holocaust class for the year. And so much material has come out of the class that I didn't know previously. The thing we are learning recently has been about ZOBs and the Jewish resistance in ghettos, which has been very inspirational because they lived their life and they fought for what they believed in, even though they knew they could possibly die. And even though the leader did end up dying, it's completely inspirational to think that even with the knowledge of death near, he constantly fought for what he believed in. And I wouldn't have gotten into the trip I got into in Washington, D.C. if it wasn't for the class. That is how I found out about the project in the first place and inSIGHT and what it was doing. When you take the elevator up to start the museum, there's a picture as the elevator door opens of Jewish bodies on the floor just burned and smoldered, and you're almost looking at it as if you took the picture, as if you're that other half. And in a way, it's kind of putting you into the days of the Holocaust. You are stepping into a portrait of the past, a portrait that we try to forget, we try to think didn't happen, but in the end it did happen, and we must always remember that. On top of that, the videos of just the bodies being carried and the heads banging on the floor as they're being dragged along by other Nazis will just always be a picture that I will see in my head of not only death but life itself and how fragile it really is. When I told my parents what I learned on the trip, they said, you know, I'm happy you had a good time, I'm happy you learned what you learned. And as I told them about it, you know, I realized that they were happy I got to experience what I experienced, but they will never understand what I saw from being there. You know, words cannot really describe what it's like to step into that museum and in a way step into part of the past and completely be swallowed by the darkest era of human history.